Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Beyond Day 2021. My name is Shravan, Director at Beyond and Head of Marketing here. First of all, a very happy International Soil Health Day to every one of you. So, today we are celebrating our annual event where we will be showcasing our accomplishments, all our learnings, and our goals for the next year. So, first we have Dr. MVC Goda, who is our Chief Scientific Advisor at Beyond.
Well, friends, uh, good day, Soil Health Day. Would like to just say a few words. Green Revolution has brought in a lot of positive things. It fulfilled our food demands. We were deficient, and we could overcome that particular problem. But Green Revolution technologies also resulted in some critical problems. Like, for example, we may say excessive use of urea, reduced usage of organic manures, high dependence on chemical pesticides, irrational use of water, emphasis on monocropping as opposed to crop rotation, led to a lot of problems, especially soil degradation and eventually soil health, like salinity also. Then, of course, organic matter content in most of the areas got reduced. As a result, the beneficial microorganisms, which are really very important, current research shows that whether human health or soil health or plant health, the microbes, currently people talk in terms of microbiome, different species, etc., communities, microbial communities. They are critically important in all these issues. New research is really emerging and indicating that. And we have really spoiled or affected these beneficial microbes. As a result, a lot of problems we face now. Green Revolution technologies alone, they were not bad, but policy, coupled with policy, has resulted in this lot of deleterious effects. In the sense, propagating only few things like uh, use of, say, urea, and not bothering about other issues has resulted in this. So that's because of the policy also, there should be change in mindset uh, of the policymakers, and there should be conducive policy for the future. So obviously, both in public and private institutions, people are thinking about developing alternative technologies. And many technologies have been developed, which are really efficient technologies, but there are some problems associated with these technologies, especially in terms of delivery, and quality control is really missing. And then adoption at ground level, at farmers level, really needs some sort of great interaction and insight into the conditions over there, and then take up protocols for that. So if these things are taken care of, definitely they can really benefit if they are integrated, especially with good technologies of Green Revolution era. These are really important. So for that, we need to look at delivery. We have to look at quality control, then hand-holding for adoption, then of course, obviously integration with earlier technologies. These, if they are taken care of, especially our soil health, soil improvement could be wonderful, as well as the plant health, of course. The one other issues which I have gotten to tell is use of chemical pesticides, misuse, we can say many a times. As a result, pesticide residues could be there, and imbalances in biota could be there. So this problem is emerging as a single most important problem in terms of human health also. So we need to really look at this. So in this scenario, beyond responsible farming is really a good step in this direction, and experiences for 10 years has really generated a lot of confidence, especially in cultivating rice, mango, groundnut, millets, and grapes. There is a really consistent improvement in soil, and quality of food product has been wonderful. And obviously, what beyond these technologies or beyond responsible farming aims at is to spread this positive energy over large area for many crops through collaboration, through joint ventures, and the details of which will be provided, of course, by Dr. Sheshagiri. So in this, best technologies from both private and public. Then, of course, integrating with, and also the locally generated technologies. That's very important component of this, like compost generation from plant residues, using definitive microbiomes or microbes to enrich the compost and make it very suitable for different conditions. So eventually, as I said, beyond responsible farming, would like to reach large areas and benefit the farming community. In addition to that, of course, as I said earlier, collaboration and joint ventures, and also market accessibility for the products is one of the other areas where this center or this institution is really aiming at. Marketing the output. So marketing the inputs, of course, required for this, and training for generating the protocols for local adaptation, etc., is a key issue. So in this direction, I wish all the success for this institution. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for being with us here today. And now we have Dr. Sheshagiri Gubi, who is the co-founder of Beyond, to speak about the accomplishments and business opportunities.
Good morning, everyone. I wish you a happy International Soil Health Day on this day of December 5th, 2021. I personally wish every Indian farmer and the farmers across the globe who are very much attached to their soils and who have the concern about the food what they are eating. And I request all my Beyond team to join me in wishing everyone a happy Soil Health Day. Soil health. In these days, everybody is talking about these things, especially when this name organic has become very popular, and those who are eating the organic food are seen distinct in the society. And so much is there to talk about organic. Then onwards, what we have seen is people are also developing a tendency like negativity towards all other innovations in agriculture. It is not like that. Ultimately, why the farmers, mainstream farmers especially, they are not leaving the chemicals and coming out to do the organic farming? It's an important question to be answered. Those who have some spiritual inclination or those who are having some concern about the society, they are really doing very well by going for organic and the natural farming. There are many names, but ultimately the goal is to produce a quality food and to stop the deterioration of the soil health through our farming practices. So this is the concern. But whatever the efforts people are making, so many events are happening, and also in these days the purchasers are giving a better price to the organic food. But despite of all these things, what we have seen, especially those intensive chemical farmers who are cultivating the commercial crops, for example, rice, these oil seeds like groundnuts and sunflower, the cereals, especially like corn, chilies, red chilies, sugarcane, horticulture crops, especially crops like pomegranate, papaya, so the banana, these are all very demanding with respect to the chemical nutrients. All these crops, the mainstream farmers, they are not leaving and are not ready to leave the chemicals and get into the organic cultivation practices. But ultimately, there has to be a way, because what we would like to make it clear to our beyond product lovers especially and all the farmers today, that leaving the chemicals itself is not going to be organic. Other than chemicals, there are so many other practices which one need to understand and adapt in the farming systems. Like for example, there are agronomic practices like intercropping system, crop rotation. So all these things, and to stop excess of irrigation, all these practices will also help. Ultimately, all these practices can combine, can integrate when the objective of the farmer has to be, the focus has to be on soil health. By naming organic, by naming natural farming methods, Go Seva, so like this, we may be just mentally stopping the farmer to focus on why I am here, why I am practicing. It should not be the case. Ultimately, one has to understand that the primary objective of farming has to be to take care of this soil so that it sustains, it keeps on yielding us over centuries. We from beyond have optimized the protocols, the recipe to cultivate these commercial crops, which were under intensive chemical cultivation earlier and which we are slowly and systematically transforming them into healthy soils to cultivate and to produce the healthy food. What we are doing is basically all the technologies in India, especially after the agriculture universities were born, the ICR system was made. So a lot of infrastructure has been built to keep on inventing new things in agriculture. And equally, the corporate has built with respect to all the inputs like seed, especially in India. Though the country is one side, it is very big, so many number of crops, and in each crop, for example, if you take the vegetables, if you take the rice, if you take the chilies, so much of diversity is required, groundnuts, so much of diversity is there. So to fulfill the requirements of the market, as well as to take care of the fulfillment of the customers. So much of innovation with respect to seed is happening in India. I congratulate each and every scientist, the breeders who have evolved or who have just nurtured the natural evolution and have created such genetic diversity which is very useful to the farmers. So today we cannot ignore the importance of these hybrids. In this case, what happens is when we are adapting the high yielding hybrids into our systems, then simultaneously we need to take care of the nutrient management also. So in this case, while the soil is getting adapted to our organic manures, bioorganic fertilizers and all, meanwhile, so to some extent, we need to use the chemical inputs technologies also, along with the organic manures. So ultimately, what Beyond believes in is we need to have an integrated system wherein all these technologies, like for example, hybrid technology, seed technology, the chemical, especially the chemical nutrient technology, and then these microbial technologies and the business cow-based, all these things need to integrate, and then we need to use them for the cultivation. So this is the idea, and this we have named and trademark registered as Beyond Responsible Farming, because here the farmer is feeling that responsibility towards his soil, one side, and he is feeling the responsibility towards the health of the consumer. In Beyond Responsible Farming, basically, we are not ignoring the importance of the chemical nutrients, especially. Normally, except for the grapes, that too when it is really challenging, the situation, especially. This season, everybody knows in South India, so many unexpected rains are happening right now. Today also, that is the situation. Even rice got damaged. So those videos also we are going to put. So the thing is, we are 100% we are avoiding the chemical pesticides, except in very, very few situations for grapes. Once it is really a challenging situation, so then that time I just, on the lighter side, I just would like to admit. So yesterday there was a call from some grapes grower in Nashik to our farmers here in North Karnataka. So they asked my farmer, so how many sprays? He said maybe 1 in 3 days. They said we are taking 3 sprays per day. So like that. Here in our systems for soil health and for plant health, we are basically using the consortia-based advanced microbial technologies. And we also use desi indigenous cow-based natural farming technologies. Through this, in Karnataka, we are able to develop model farms in rice, in groundnuts, in millets, in mangoes, and in grapes and raisins. By looking into the confidence of our farmers, very recently we have started organizing these farmers and talking to them. Why don't we go for a kind of commercial production using these technologies? Because we have understood the quality of the food grains by cultivating through these practices. So ultimately, there has to be a platform to take care of the commercial production, adaptation of technologies, and the spread of the knowledge and technologies. For this, recently we have founded an entity, business entity, purely, Beyond Splash. Splash denotes solutions for plant and soil health. Why an ordinary farmer has to go to a chemical dealer's shop? Because he is getting all the solutions once he goes there. He is getting all the solutions, technologies, inputs. So he is satisfied. He will bring, he will use, and he is going to continue. So 90% of the technology transfer is through the agrochemical shops only. And 90% of the damage to the soil health is because of these agro dealers only. Because these agri inputs companies are showing them so much of keen interest to develop their own business. Ultimately, the farmer has to keep on purchasing the inputs. When we are talking about less usage of chemicals or systematic reduction of chemicals, we thought we will open up a business platform called Splash, Beyond Splash. Here, this especially we have started in Kinnar village in Koppal district. Here, we are supplying or distributing all the inputs for soil health and plant health through organic technologies from this particular outlet. Now, we are having an idea that this business entity, Beyond Splash, has to open up its sub-centers all across India. So those who are interested, the main theme is we have got the optimized protocols to cultivate most of the horticulture and field crops. 90% of the work I am going to tell you is on soil health only. So rest 10% only is to take care of the plant health. All these inputs, production technologies and their management, their packing, their branding, all these things we have optimized. So now in any of the states, in any of the districts of any states, especially now, we have started looking for the rice growing belts, especially. First, 2022, we would like to focus only on rice growing areas. Now, already we have got the call for sub-centers in the entire Tungabhadra river belt. Similarly, we are going to adopt for other riverbeds also in Karnataka. So Chhattisgarh is there, Madhya Pradesh is there, UP, then Bihar, Odisha, Punjab, Northeast, especially Tripura and Sikkim, Tamil Nadu, Andhra, Maharashtra, all these states, they are growing rice. So wherever somebody is interested, that we would like to directly take the business concept. So then we are ready to give our concept, business concept, as well as the technologies and the optimized protocols. And it has to have a kind of business transaction between our company Beyond and themselves. So we will allow them to open our sub-center, and also initially we will bring those people here and give a proper training of the products. And then if necessary, we will make a visit to map the resources, what they have, and also to see the business potential in that particular locality. Here, in future, what we want to do is 60 to 65% of the inputs. In future, we would like to have manufacturing there in the sub-center itself, so that we are optimizing the logistics. And other technologies we are going to supply from Koppal itself. This is the idea. And the thing is, how we are going to do to gain the confidence. We are just disclosing on this particular day the entire business idea on what we have been working since 10 years. The thing is, first of all, we are going to develop about 5 to 10 acres of model farm in the new area. Let us take rice as the example. 2 farms of 5 acres we will set up as model farm. And then we start supplying all our inputs. We will open an outlet and start talking to the farmers. So Beyond Splash, our main center, will hold online programs also regularly for the farmers networking and all. And the field supervisors will be trained by us. So through that, we are going to slowly capture about 50 acres in the coming season, next season, whether there are 2 crops per year or whether there is 1 crop per year. So second season, we are going to have minimum 50 acres as a set. 50 acres is minimum 25 to 35 lakhs worth business to the center. For this, even a 5 lakhs investment is enough. But to attaining that 50 acres is very important. Here I am telling you, when we are talking about rice, in most of the situations, it is going to be making the compost, adapting the soil additives and health technologies, then marketing of those organic these inputs, and also developing the model farms and commercial adaptation of 50 acres, and then purchasing the these paddy, keeping it for about 6 to 8 months or even 1 year for aging, and then milling it, processing it, packaging it, branding it, and then promoting it to people. So until then, it is 25 to 35 lakhs. And after 1 year, it becomes 2 cycles per annum. So then there will be minimum 60 to 70 lakhs worth business. And slowly, if we can make 50 acres such units, maybe 5, and then 10. So within 5 years, we can establish, even if it is a slow process, we can establish a business of about 10 crores from a center. So with this vision, I would like to appeal, especially those the agriculture graduates, non-agriculture graduates, and those who are really inclined to do farming, or those who are somewhere but would like to have an investment in farming systems, that by joining hands with us, you may just associate with us and then develop such beyond splash centers, so that it's a sustainable way to develop business in farming. Today I am talking only about the rice, but after 2 years I may talk about most of the Indian crops, including the apple in Himachal Pradesh and Kashmir. So best way is to fight against the chemical pesticides, because they are more dangerous than the chemical nutrients. The pesticides can bring in third generation cancer. We need to fight against such elements. Also, simultaneously, the concern of Beyond is not to sacrifice the yield levels. So we have the proprietary recipe, optimized recipe for individual crops, so that the systematic reduction of chemical nutrients, adaptation of the soil health technologies is definitely going to lead not a significant reduction in the yield levels, but it is going to have a balanced yield levels, the quality food grain production, and also simultaneous our efforts to establish the market linkages will definitely help. And also I congratulate all those our Beyond Rice eaters. We have been getting very good compliments from the rice eaters, especially. So those, we don't want to brand any of our food products with respect to the diseases or ailments, including our millets, never. But ultimately people are telling that what kind of acidity, blood pressure, and other kinds of ailments they were facing at home. So once they have started using Beyond Rice, they are able to overcome such situations, and they are having that fulfillment, satiety factor, the nutritionists call it as. So that satisfaction is there, that we are eating good rice, and also the aroma from this rice. So it is a typical Sona Masuri rice, and you can purchase. We have got 25 kg bulk bag, we have about 10 kg bags, and we are introducing a sample pack also. Initially, you can just opt for it, and then all these commercials are going to be presented to you soon. And the thing is, soon after this event, you may go to our website, see that, and also fill up the forms available there and submit it to us. We would like to come again online for a one-to-one discussion. You will be informed the particular slot, and we are going to talk to you, especially depending on your interest on adapting the Beyond responsible farming technologies, or adapting the Beyond Rice at your home, or developing one Beyond Splash Center in your hometown or home village. I invite all my agriculture scientists, faculties, and agriculture graduates especially, that I have created one such Beyond Splash unit in my home village, my native village, Kinnadu, which is also known for the wooden toys. Very recently, the central government has set up the International Toys Park in my village. So I belong to such a heritage village, and I have opened my Beyond Splash Center here. Like that, each agriculture scientist, a retired scientist, agriculture graduate, they should open up such Beyond Splash centers in their villages to support at least starting with 5 acres to 50 acres of soils for enrichment. So once again, happy Soil Health Day. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. And all the links, as said by Dr. Sheshgiriji, will be in the description below and also in the chat. You can go ahead and drop in your details. There's a contact form. It will be in the name of beyond.in/splash. There you can fill in your details and we will get back to you so that we can arrange a one-on-one video interaction. And meanwhile, as he said, we have a separate, from now on, you can purchase Beyond Rice through our website. And I'll quickly show you the demo of that. Let me share my screen. You need to go to beyond.in/rice. Okay. So as you can see, you'll be able to purchase rice from beyond.in/rice. So there are three options available. First one is 25 kg and the second is 10 kg. And if you are not feeling confident and you want to start by trying out, you can also purchase our sample pack, which is for 100 rupees. For all the customers in Bengaluru, the orders will be 25 kg and 10 kg orders will be home delivered. And for the customers outside of Bangalore, you will have to pick up from the nearest VRL Logistics Center or Namma Cargo Center. And for the sample pack, it will be delivered to your house for all the customers across India. And by this, I'll conclude this session today. And one of the best way to stay in touch with Beyond is by following us on our Instagram handle and other social media handles. And the links are all in the description below. So please follow us and spread the word. And hopefully we will see you very soon. Goodbye.